I am excited to chat with you today about the buying selling process and to think about as we are service and relationship based entrepreneurs and business owners to really be consultative in our practice, leading with the problems that we solve and the value that we bring, rather than turning transactional with our products and services that leaves way too much opportunity and dollars on the table. Lisa Heinzelman with Illuminations Consulting, and really investing my time and energy in empowering individuals, teams, and organizations to be successful. So I work with service-based, relationship-based entrepreneurs and business owners who are great at their craft and their specialty and need to figure out all things business, marketing, and sales. So we come to the table with our passion and our purpose, excited about why we're doing what we're doing. And oftentimes we get tripped up and distracted by the bright, shiny objects of marketing and start talking about our products and services rather than the problems that we solve and the value that we bring. And so I think about a 5-step process for us to engage in how we're making an introduction, how we're gaining favorable attention, how we're earning that opportunity to discover wants and needs, how we're invited to make recommendations for next steps, and then get that commitment to engage. So, as we put ourselves out there to make an introduction, we do it through networking and lifestyle opportunities. We might do some other phone calls and advertising. We want to think about how we're putting ourselves out there for somebody to want to continue that conversation with us. And as we're out there and we keep showing up at networking opportunities like this, we engage on social media, we do speaking engagements, we do business spotlights like this, we're gaining that favorable attention and building that rapport to earn that one-on-one conversation. And here's the key. How are you being invited to have that one-on-one and then asking lots of questions and bringing up lots of topics that are related to the individual you are talking with, not throwing up all over them about the products and services that you have and how fantastic that you are? How are you asking open-ended questions that relate directly to the person who you are speaking to, and listening and bringing value through those questions that somebody's going to say to you, how can you help me? What are next steps? And so then you're invited to make those recommendations for next steps. So many people are, I don't do a lot of always or nevers. So many people are turning transactional during that time instead of saying consultative because they're emailing proposals to somebody. I don't do a whole lot of nevers. I encourage you to never email a proposal to somebody because it's going to get lost in their email. They're responsible for looking for it. You put all your great content on there, and what they jump to is price. And so they're missing that value. Take the time to have a one-on-one conversation and share your scope of work with them. Tell them their story back to them. Share with them, here's what I heard your priorities are. Here's what I understand your focus and goal areas to be. This is why and how we would work together. And this is the investment to do that. And here's my process and capability statement. Otherwise, you are competitive edge. The variety of problems that you solve, the value that you bring, and why do business with you. It sets the tone for that person to say, yes, let's go. And so you get that commitment as you are exploring that scope of work together and reaffirming why they might want to invest with you. You're checking for understanding there. And you always want to be an investment. You do not want to be an expense, except for when they're writing you off in their taxes. So think about and bring to the table the problems that you solve and the value that you bring. Have your call to action. What are you doing with why you're working in your business? Are you looking for customers to buy? Are you looking for clients to engage? Do you want team members to sign up? Are you looking for business builders to join? And as part of this group really does, are you looking for strategic referral power partners to refer and to collaborate with? Remember, we love to buy, and so engage with the individuals who you are meeting and provide that opportunity for them to buy and engage with you. Thank you very much. I hope you got a couple takeaways from here. I welcome the opportunity to continue this conversation with anybody that would like, and have a good one.
Lisa, that was fantastic. That was straight to the point. You told us what you do. You look at what that was. This isn't your first time doing that presentation, is it?
No, not exactly.
I love it. Let's go to the group. Who's got some questions? Scott, last, let's hear from you.
Lisa, great presentation, but I had no doubts because I've talked to you in the past.
Thanks. I heard you shout me out at the beginning. I appreciate that, Scott.
You earned it. Is there any particular niche that you really are looking for more introductions to that I can help you or we can help you with?
One of my real sweet spots right now is meeting with individuals who are pivoting from where they either were in a career before, if they lost their job, or they are deciding to leave corporate and create their own business. Such opportunities there to help those individuals who are great at what they do, to provide the opportunity for them to support and engage and empower the individuals, families that they want to work with. So examples of that are, say you were a professional in HR and now you are launching an HR consulting business, or you are a professional in HR and you were interested in great and at health and wellness, and you're launching a health and wellness business. Those are great referrals for me. And I don't just work with startups. I've worked in all of the business cycles, from startups to people who are within their 5 to 10 year. Those are great individuals because so many of them build their business by creating a business card, a website, doing some kind of marketing. And then they say, wait, where are my clients? Because they didn't know that they could and should be developing a strategy ahead of time to make that happen. So those are great clients for me.
Reach out to me, let's get some FaceTime, and let's talk about this some more because I might have some connections for you.
Thanks, Scott.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Lisa, to extend on that, can you give us either 2 questions to ask our clients to see if they're a good fit to refer to you? Or what should we be listening for or looking for in one of our clients to reach out to you?
Sure. So oftentimes my clients would say, I don't like to sell. I don't want to sell. I'm no good at following up. I don't want to bother people. And that again goes from living our purpose and our passion, that we want to bring value to the individuals that we serve, but we don't quite know how to do that. And so we miss opportunities because we think we have to jump into some slimy sales process, which you don't really need to do. So those are great things that you hear individuals saying that might be a good referral to me.
That was fantastic. Thank you so much.
Luke, could I say something?
Sure, go ahead.
Hey, I just want to give a real shout out endorsement for Lisa. We've been talking for quite some time, looking for opportunities to connect at different levels of what I have as a very evolving and growing business. And a couple of things I would say about Lisa, which are very special. One is she has a tremendous ability for listening and engaging where the value exists. And she's very strong in that. And one of the key things in an evolving business is to have somebody really get into the depth of where you are and then engage. And she also has a tremendous amount of patience, because we've been talking for the better part of a year, looking for where that connect really exists. And our business has morphed a few times in that year, and we still continue our conversations searching for that link and knowing that confidently we're going to find it and then grow together. So I just wanted to give that shout out to Lisa because she has been providing that insight along the way.
That's fantastic. That's a great shout out. Thank you so much, Howard.
Thanks, Howard. I appreciate that. And if I can just comment on that for a second, one of the things that I think is interesting, and when I said at the beginning about how are you being consultative, leading with the problems you solve and the value that you bring, rather than being transactional with your products and services. Somebody might not want to buy what you have today, but they might need you in 3 months or 6 months or another year. I have a client now who I've been talking to since 2017. He wasn't supposed to be ready when we initially talked necessarily to work with me, but wouldn't I have been sad if he wouldn't have become my client when it was time for him to plan, develop, and grow his business? And that's what Howard's talking about, is how are you staying connected to those individuals to be the right time that it makes sense for them to choose to engage with you?